Welcome everybody, boys and girls, as usual. Pitchside podcast. I'm back like umqolo as usual, Auntie Disky, and I have an amazing lineup as usual. Rhoda, Princess, Warmin,
Leona Rhoda
Namnendihone.
Kezo.
Juice,
Yebo.
welcome. How are you?
Right, kunjani?
I'm good, thank you. Looking lovely. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
No, the happy days. Ladies, exciting times at Mamelodi Sundowns family currently at the moment. A week ago we celebrated the boys, the men's winning the AFL Cup, and right now we are moving on to the final. Third time in a row, third time again going to the final. How is the excitement for you guys? I know you guys obviously wish you could be part of the team. You guys have been in the inclusion in the past, but how's the excitement even though you are not there for the girls when that final whistle went off and we were through to the finals? Take us through the emotions.
S5 bethe kabuhlungu last year, I understand.
Yeah.
And ku group stages sidlale kahle kakhulu, yabo. So for mina I knew ukuthi team mele iwina kanjani, yabo. Ayizuba easy game but bazowin, yabo. Because revenge emnandi la 1-0.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Fair and square this time around. Happy days. Mulaudzi, coach.
It's just like felt like last year when we were playing against a team from Tanzania when Rabalo scored that winning goal, and we always score ngama second half nje. La when Bona they think we still have time. That time it's 12 minutes left. So as Uchuzi Asho, yesterday's win was one of the best win ever, especially playing against ESFA, because they think bona ba controller thina only izolo nje sibabonisile ukuthi the last time when you beat us because of what that happened, which I don't want to say it, but yeah. So us going through to the final, it's a good thing, even though the team that we playing against is the team that sidlale nayo kuma group stages, so it's gonna be a tricky one, but which I believe nje ukuthi we normally say before training this year everything we must collect everything which is ours, so yes. I also believe that the final is ours and we're gonna win it.
Yes. Looking at our record and speaking about Casablanca, we have a very good record, clean sheets all the way. We've got 2 players who've won Player of the Tournament, and we've got Utolagelo who won it twice. So that speaks volumes. But looking at Casablanca, they're debutants, so we must know Guti they're gonna go in guns blazing and making sure Guti Nabo they represent Morocco, because we saw Guti their opponents, their friends from Morocco didn't make it. What is the mindset of a player when you're going into a final? How important is it? Because I think there's always the team and there's always you as a player individually. So what's the right mindset to make sure that you play at your best in order to support your teammates, especially for such a big tournament?
For me personally, I want to sidlale nayo ku group stages. So if finally do or die, you understand? And I've never seen a mentality yokuthi group stages babethile. Kuzoba igame different now, and badlale nathi obvious bazosanalyze babone ukuthi okay benze kakuhle phi benza kakubi phi, you understand? So it's not going to be an easy one, but Sundowns ladies will win.
Yeah. Rhoda?
Yeah, no, I agree with Bambanani. Now the thing is, when we are final, it's a matter of breaking record, history making. So you also want to be part of that history making over and over. So for you, good to history breaking, what needs to be done? Win. You can't just say you want to break record, but you are not winning. But if you go in there for a win, it doesn't matter what group stages, 1-0 or bibalele or bibanjan. When you are playing cup final, everyone won't win. So with us, the mentality that we need to have, but which obviously I believe we have that mentality. If you can start by attacking more, then that's how we're gonna defeat them. Because Izolo, when I was watching their game, I think a mover, especially on the left side, left back, it's the weakest link. If it's Lala more on that side, and then making sure that we bring those crosses. We have strikers. They showed Guti Bayakora, and then 2021 when we won IKEF. Consider. So it's another history foot years repeater. So we are going there to kill. We are not just going there. So we're going there to kill.
let's put some analysis on it. You're speaking about our left side being strong, which definitely I agree. But we saw yesterday with the challenges. Fatima is a very frustrating person on that left. Do you believe that going into the next game, and you spoke about attacking, and I'm going to put you on the spot because you're a coach, right? We've seen in our performances, I think from the back, we are doing exceptionally well. You know, and a lot of people were worried, by the way, Choose, with your exclusion. People are like, what are we going to do, you know, without you, Choose? Because we've seen the marvelous work that you've done. But I believe Ugutabo Makurubecha and Ramalepe, when their switch is doing quite well. But Pambili, you know, in the final third, we are not finding those pockets. We are not scoring the goals as you normally would in the early hours of the game. What strategy do you think we should, you know, maybe, you know, resort to? And I'm asking this because you're a coach, so we can get those goals. We want those numbers in terms of goals. We want the golden boots and that kind of thing.
I was watching the game between Casablanca. Then while I was watching on the left side, left back, and the centre back, I feel like they're the weakest link. So that's why I'm saying if we can use more of that side, then that's where we're going to get more goals and get crosses. Because when you look at them, Badala Flat and Tina, on both side strikers, we have pace. If we can use that, I'm confident that we can score more than 2.
What about the goalkeeper? We saw she won player of the match twice. She's solid. She's communicating. She's finding the right position. Her ball distribution is marvelous. What about that? How do we... She's the last man on the line. How do we penetrate her space and make sure we throw her off? Because there was a little bit of frustration that we saw. And once we frustrate them, we throw them off. But what would you believe would be a strategy for us to overcome that?
You know, I'm not saying other strikers, Abeko, like... Me as a striker personally, when a goalkeeper, you start maybe Chinese anyway, when you get 1-on-1, then you don't score, she starts saving. Uba not that confidence. But if you start scoring 1-2, that's when you start scoring her. But with her energy, she should look short. But hey, but the only thing that we need to do, we need to forget Guti. We end the first game, we end the Nizolo. We just need to focus on us scoring. Guti ganjani as long lingena phakathi. The rest will be history.
Yes. Yeah, please add.
Buela back la ubuyithethe ukuthi abantu bebe worried ukuthi I'm out. For me, you know, teamwork. I understand. It doesn't matter ukuthi uroda ke kuba mana kekho. Win as a team, lose as a team. I understand. So akufuneka kube khona into ba space. Bani bana kekho. It's a team sport. That is why it's 11v11. Yabo. And I believe ukuthi yes, la goalkeeper uyadlala, iyasave, but this striker challenge. If ubukela game ezone, kabonanga nix. You understand? So if udamshutela waya thola ke njafumana i1 nje.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
100%. I like that you mentioned the whole teamwork spirit and stuff like that. You know, I think the selected number of players that are going there, they're very capable. We're speaking about this in the other episode to say, Gutsi, it's also an opportunity for players that have never get on game time to put their hands up. And I think the ones that actually did get game time are doing exceptionally well. You know, it's also the experience and all of that. So now, you and I'm gonna ask the question to Uchus. You're currently injured. You were part of the squad at the last involvement. How is it important for you to now get back into the game? We're always talking about staying in the game, regardless of who injured or you are not injured. And now we know, Gutsi, people are waiting for you to come back. You're doing the right treatment and all of that to come back. But how do you stay in the game regardless of the injury, making sure, Gutsi, when we come back, Hollywood Bears or next year when we go back, we go back strong. Nothing throws you off based on the injury.
Okokuqala nje yabona ipressure andivani nayo ke ipressure now. You understand? Ekugqibeleni ndimuntu owazi umzimba wami ukuthi kwenzakalani. You understand? So ukuthi abantu bafuna nibuye when the time is right uzobuya. You understand? For now I'm still supporting Mamelodi Sundowns ladies. You understand? Into ebalulekileyo vele leyo. You understand? So nenye ukuthi nizawubuya nini doesn't matter. What matters now ukuthi man focus teamini ukuthi if the team is doing good,
that's the answer. Just staying focused, supporting the team and all of that. Did you guys see the electrifying atmosphere and the ambience at that stadium? The way it was so packed, the way it was so full, the way we won the hearts of the Ivorians, the way they were shouting and screaming. I saw our girls at the end of the day, Bayotula Nabo, and they were, you know, obviously they couldn't understand some of the songs that we were singing, but they were engaging and they were talking to us. And I think that was such an upliftment. I saw Ustix actually asking the crowd to clap and sing, and that is before we actually scored. scored. And it speaks about the support of Abantu when they come to such a big monument. But Juice, we come back to Hollywood Bets, and stadiums usually they're empty when we go to these games. How important is it that that crowd that is at Ivory Coast will also generate the same number of people to come through to the games as I say Hollywood Bets, instead of putting one tournament above the other, but keeping the support throughout and consistent?
I think Sundowns ibidlala ne-JVW Empire Stadium. I-support at least ngoku ayisafani naqala. You understand? I think women's football in general iyakhula. You understand? So the more winner, the more ke attractant kuba zobukela games zethu. Most xa idlala Sundowns
Yes.
ibhola ehlobo sidlala
That's the crowd puller.
Yes,
Sundowns.
you understand? Wakudlala Sundowns umuntu angayibukela ibhola
Yes.
You understand? So the more winner, the more supporters is. You understand? So ibalekile kakhulu must win it, guys, and then the supporters as well.
I have a question. When it comes to competition between Sundowns and the rest of the clubs, do you guys see improvement in other clubs trying to contend with Mamelodi Sundowns? Because we know in the past, unstoppable. You know, the goals were just raining. There was no competition. However, as the league grows, as the support grows, do you guys see a little bit of improvement based on other teams when it comes to the competition level?
Yabona xa udlala ne-Sundowns zonke team ezikwi-Hollywood Bets ngiyaxela le number 16 elok but xa idlala ne-Sundowns veze enye i-performance uzibuza ukuthi ivelaphi le performance, you understand? Xa idlala nenye team vele kuthiwa 8-0 xa team bethe ngo-1-0, you understand? So yonke team efuna udlala ne-Sundowns bafuna uwin, you understand?
That is so true.
So manje ufuna
That is so true.
guys, ibethe njani ma-indies like 8 thina sibethe 1-0, you understand? So wonke umuntu phofu nami before ndidlala i-Sundowns wadlala ne-Sundowns ndiyaqinisa ngoba hayi guys angeke i-Sundowns, you understand? So wonke umuntu wadlala ne-Sundowns ufuna uziprove ukuthi nathi we are also good, you understand?
Yeah.
But ngoku iliga ayisafaki naqala, to be honest, uyabo competition at least iba khona,
Yes,
you understand? Ananoba ikhona okanye mhlambi xa bedlala i-Sundowns ke bafuna uwin andazi.
And that is so true, because every time when there's a match against Sundowns, the whole army, you know, must just come through. But I think the competition definitely has changed. It's just that when it's that particular team, everybody's going to try and, you know, win over them and that kind of thing. But I think also going back to the supporters that we want, you know, to keep continuing to support us. Sfuni game, even if it's city led and first touch, you know, so that people know who these players are. And we are doing the introductions of the young ones coming from your team, coming from Coach Andisiwa's team. So people need to know about them, but they won't know about them if they don't actually come to the games. Looking into the final, the big game, I just want score predictions, guys. I don't like this question, but I'm going to ask it.
2-0.
We won 1-0 before against this team. You are comfortable with 2-0. Do you have who your goal scorers are going to be?
Andifuna bafakele pressure because I mentioned it
and they watch this, they're like, you are
I want to ndifake khoneni manje, you understand? For me it doesn't matter who scores, honestly. We win as a team, doesn't matter ukuthi kororod okanye korebani, yabo. If usiwina siwina sonke as a team. So andifuna ufakela abantu pressure. Whoever scorileyo ya win team, I'm happy.
And we are maintaining that clean sheet, right?
Yeah.
And we are getting those awards.
I'm
an individual zonke.
Yes,
keep up there.
Last year sakhala kakhulu.
I know.
Sakhala too much.
I
So
know.
angifuni lo repeat.
You don't want deja vu.
I will just strong of that road. Khala ngaphakathi. Ayindoda khala ngaphakathi.
Take us through to the final. What's your score before I read the comments?
No, mina, we'll score more than 2.
More than 2?
Yeah, more than 2 goals. Yeah,
Clean
definitely.
sheet.
Clean sheet, of course.
Obvious.
100%. So, guys, we've got some comments from people that watch Pitchside podcast that love us and support us. The first one is from Matume Mabonya. He says, I like the spirit. The girls are on fire. We must go for a win. Halala yellow. We are behind you. Do you know how amazing it is that what is done on the right is done on the left? We are reciprocating what the boys are doing. We are Africa's giants. When it comes to the ladies team, Mamelodi Sundowns is known in Saudi, in Morocco, in the rest of Africa when it comes to the men as well. So we're setting up a very good prestige, and we're not saying we want to be the only ones. You know, we are saying that we would love to see 2 inclusions of teams from South Africa, you know, in the next one. And I'm hoping that this is sets an example as a motivation for the rest of the other teams. You know, first and second position wouldn't be bad as long as we are first, you know. The second comment is, the girls are doing us proud. What a great run in the tournament, although the goals have not been coming as they should, but patience has paid in the last game. Guys, get 3 points, that matters. You know, we would like the goals to come through, but 3 points, and we're working hard, you know.
Especially now, so figure knockout stages, it doesn't matter how you win. What matters, Uti? Now we are going to the next stage. Like, man, just win 1-0. As much as most people, Bafuna score more than that. But what matters, or in reality, it's we are going to the finals.
100%.
And you'll find that the final and the semi-finals.
Yes.
That's when maybe must figure we score more than 2.
Yes.
You see,
Or 3.
Or 3.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah. So, and also talking about support, I was impressed yesterday, especially after game. Nungena good tweet, and then ngibona lapha kunespace Sundowns ladies, like ingenza uthi wow, we have support ekhaya, because normally we see ama space wabafana after mabaqeda ukudlala igame, regardless uthi yiphi game bayidlala, but immediately after Sundowns ladies space, I was like ingene ngathi, but it's fine as long as khona lento lezi. It shows that people, they are watching our games. It shows that people are supporting us.
Yes,
so,
I like that you mentioned that, because I personally joined the space because I'm like too excited and I want to hear what's been said, you know, but everybody was I'm telling you, there were fans from every club, you know. It wasn't just Sundown supporters, fans from every, because we're representing South Africa, not just Mamelodi Sundowns. And they were rooting for the girls, supporting their girls. They're doing analysis in terms of what they could change, but you know, on Twitter everybody's a coach, everybody's a football analyst. So, yes. But it was amazing support. Everybody was rooting for all the girls to say, guys, we are in the final, bring it home. And like you said, it is nice to see a women's Twitter space, just like we have the men's. We need to have a pre-match space and a post-match space to basically talk about the performance and also elevate brand visibility players, you know, to know who they are. So I absolutely love that, and I hope we can be seeing more of that. Juice, you're doing so amazing, and I love what you said in terms of not applying pressure on yourself, because as players you're always like, yo, I want to get back to the field, I want to play. Sometimes, you know, people just get onto the field prematurely because you were rushing to get there, but the fact that you're taking the time to make sure that when I respond and I go and back my team, I'm fully ready and I'm fully capable. So that's amazing, and your supporters are out there rooting for you, waiting for you. Take your time, we are ready for you. Coach, any last words to say? We always do the good luck messages to the final. We did it for the semi-finals and the girls did it. One last one for the final.
I just want to wish them good luck, and as much as we know there's a pressure, because everyone will be watching, everyone will be rooting for us to win. So the fact yokuthi sidlale nabo kuma group stages, nayo it's another pressure again. But I'm saying to you, my teammate, we've got this. Remember what the coach said during our training, Lani Chlorkop, that it's ours. Let's go and collect everything that we believe it's ours. And also Skumbule Namazuga 6 norms. Normally you should say go then to kill. We're going there to hammer and kill and win the trophy and bring it here and bring it back home, just like how the boys did it when they brought the AFL Cup. So nathi masiyenze, because I believe ukwina kwabafana nathi kuyasimotivate ukuthi you know what, we can do it, it's possible.
Treble is still the mission, right? We collected at Kosafa.
Yes.
We're going to collect now in Ivory Coast. Miss Boo, we are back. We're collecting
Hollywood
bets.
Yeah, it's ours.
Love it. Message for the girls. Choose.
Oh, mantombazana. Ngithanda ukuthi nje all the best, guys. No pressure, but it's a must win then. I understand. Niwinela nathi thina amakrokho niwinela nathi. So guys, go there. Nirepresent kakuhle nibuye na final.
I love that. I love that. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, tune into the show. It was an amazing conversation with these beautiful stars. Catch you on the next episode of Pitchside Podcast.
Kabuyelo basadawana.